Hello, Mana here, and today we are playing Psychemis, the Forbidden Archipelago. And this is game number 2 of 11 that I'm playing as part of the 19th RPG Maker Horror Game Jam. Link to this and the jam itself will be in the description if you want to check it out. The jam ratings are still ongoing, so if you do want to play them yourself, rate them and all that good stuff, they'll be there. And yeah, just kind of going through them, so don't know too much about it. This says, the Fates accept 5 hapless souls to move into the Underworld after different events in the Forbidden Archipelago. However, the Lord of the Underworld isn't ready for them and thinks that their estimated time of arrival to his domain is a little too early. So he sends Psychemis, the young ghost child loyal to him, to stop their ultimate untimely demise. Can Psychemis do it? Better yet, can she convince the hero of our story, Dr. Oswald Wilkins, to be kind to his fellow man? And yeah, now you know it's not just me. Just going through these, having some fun. So I think we'll just jump in. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for watching. Okay, just a quick add-on from after the game. I'll probably place this somewhere at the start. I messed up. I mixed up which 2 games out of the 11 are browser only. Turns out this one can be downloaded and probably would have meant not running into the various issues that did happen. Yeah, I just want to make sure to add that in there because I mentioned it a couple times later down the line at the end and stuff, so that is my bad. And very unfortunate because I really wish I'd played the downloaded one. But yeah. Be well, thank you. Psychemis, my child, come hither. Yes, my liege? Why the fear and formalities, my dear girl? Did I not pluck you from the mortal realm to raise as my own? My lord, you said yourself the fates destined me to be here before I came of age to forever aid and abide all in your affairs in the managing the underworld. How cruel they are to treat you worse than a common house pest. But it matters not. I have given you a chance to visit the mortal realm, my dear. What souls am I ushering to this realm this time? Quite the opposite, in fact. The fates are plotting to send these people's lives here far too early. Psychemis, my child, I want you to steer them away, and do so in spite of the fates. If you want to please both of us, though, just test and judge one of the 5 souls in particular. What is his name, my king? Dr. Oswald Wilkins. He's coming to the Forbidden Archipelago to study artifacts of his ancestors. If he shows any attention to his peers, then he can be saved. I'll be back on Monday night. Be wary. We had other excavation crews lost to the madness of the weekend festivals. Gustav is already ahead of us. We should try to find the ruins at the outskirts of town. I was concerned over the same thing, but I know you're going to be chasing my sister all over town to get us to look over the ancient artifacts of your people. They're not my people, Heather. They're my grandmother's. I am just a mere descendant. I think that kind of... doesn't that still make you the people? No? Okay. Well, whatever the case, you pictured how these people handled the priceless pieces that once stood proudly in households all across the Forbidden Archipelago. Surely that's better than what that greedy bastard Gustav is up to. Hopefully we meet at a nice local tour guide who can be considerate of our mission. Terry, look who Lumi and I picked up. Who is Terry? That's me. Maddie and I gave each other nicknames. Then she started giving her friends nicknames as well. I mean, Maddie's like it's like a shortened name, it's not really okay. And you're Terry? I find it cute, so I roll with it. Is that a problem? I mean, I guess that's sort of a nickname. No. He saw we were new to town and offered to give us a tour around the island. How do you do? Here in town, strangers are just friends we haven't met yet. Come, let the most beautiful face in town guide you through. Can you take us to the ruins on the outskirts? You want to see the dingy and drab ruins? Fine. But only because it makes me the most adorable thing you'll see here. Well, confident. Well. If it isn't Dr. Wilkins and his happy little family. Damn. I'll be going now. Like the saying goes, the early bird gets the worm. There's only terracotta pottery and bones here now. I found all the fancy jewels the museum will pay a pretty penny for, including this ring I found. You only came here for jewellery? That is what Dr. Weissman is known for. Oh. Had we gotten here first, it would have been swell if a dashing man swooped in and proposed to me with that ring. Bah, like anyone would want to marry a daft and ditzy broad such as yourself. Besides, this ring is mine. As Gustav leaves, he pushes Lumiere aside into a puddle. Madison rushes to pick him up. Lumi, are you okay? Oh, you poor thing. Oh, her name is Madison down to Maddie. Okay, okay. I thought it was just like giving random nicknames. Ça va bien, Maddie. I've gotten used to it. Well, you shouldn't be. Ugh, that Gustav creep. But at least you get to see what Terry wanted to see. That's right. I've been meaning to observe the real archaeological finds. The bones in these ruins can give us a good look at how humans were built back then. In comparison to today, we are about to make history. Ugh, I keep forgetting how excited you get over these things, Terry. Oh, so yeah, Heather becomes Terry, is that's unique? Ha ha ha. Ah, Terry's always a funny one. You foreigners are so peculiar. So did you only come to our land to raid and pillage our ancestors callously? Oh, is our excavation a concern for you? Only because you haven't asked the others if this is okay. Give me one good reason not to chase you off this island. I mean, I feel like Gustav's the one to chase off. It seems like they just want to look around. Actually, truth was, we got word from your town's mayor that what we were doing was okay. Fine. But I will judge you all for this. For all I know, the hand you're observing could belong to a dignified man who would hate to be robbed. Well, I mean, again, that's Gustav, isn't it? I don't think they've said they're going to take anything. Maybe. Interact with or click on each of the paintings' crystals to learn about them. Okay. We haven't really got any, there's no horror vibes so far. Not sure where this is going. Can we... There's two different stories here, but both the nymph turning into a tree and the boy turning into a flower look familiar for some reason. What does that mean? You better not pull those mosaics out. Nothing. The two characters look like him, actually. Makes sense for the first boy. Emilios looks like the type who would stare at himself in the mirror for hours. Is that it? Emilios? Emilios? It's probably meant to be some accent on that. Look, Heather, the king is the tapestry that looks like a staff. Ah, how strange. The little girl has such a pretty gold hair, too. It looks as gold as Lumiere's locks. I wonder if that's why his parents gave him that name. Not sure if he came out with the locks. That'd be interesting. You know French? I did for my degree. The university wants to keep it modern, it seems. At least you can converse with Lumiere privately. Lumiere? I'd rather not. Lumiere is nice and all, but a little too boring, especially for someone who studied how to bake in Paris' best culinary school. Oswald, do you ever fantasize about rescuing a damsel in distress? Only as a little boy, but even then I was more invested in slaying the beast instead of getting the girl. Got the priorities down. Oh, I see. I just imagine Lumi riding the Pegasus on horseback to save me. Or maybe Millie, judging by the build in this picture. Hang on, who's Millie again? Emilio's silly. Since we're friends now, I asked if it was okay to call him that. And... he called me Maddie in return. Oh, so he wasn't mad about it? Of course not. His only beef was because he was worried I was going to forget his actual name. But I won't though. It's a nice pretty name. Just like the man rushing to save the girl in this picture. Funnily enough, the girl in this picture chained to the wall about to be eaten by the hideous sea creature this man is striking at reminds me an awful lot of Madison. Better not tell her that, of course. Probably wise. Heather, do you know the story of this one? That's the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. I find it weird that they have a full tapestry showcasing it here. Must show how stories spread to the islands. The strange part is, why do the two characters in this picture look like me and Heather? Does Heather even see the resemblance? Oswald. I wonder if your grandmother told you the story when you were a little boy. Yes, but I never got the message of what it was trying to tell me. Love cannot overpower death. You rarely get a chance to prove otherwise. I feel bad for Orpheus losing Euphrates? I'm not sure how you say that. I would collapse into tears if I lost Madison in a similar way. God better not be trying to push Heather onto me. We're only associates. Acquaintances with a common goal solely to pursue archaeology in Eastern Europe. Nothing more, right? Would you like to save your... sure. Yes, a sunset. A festival welcoming spring has me at the highlight. Ah yes, a sunset. A festival welcoming spring has me at the highlight. Care to watch me? I'd rather not. Hello? Please, go to the festival. Support your fellow man. Ugh. My head is spinning. Does Underworld go to the festival? Yeah, I guess so. I'm not feeling well, but maybe the festivities and high spirits can help me recover. You're sick? I see. You foreigners will be the death of us, I'm sure of it. I feel like their attitude is going all over the place. They're like overly friendly, but then quite skeptical, which, I guess to be fair, like going in the ruins and stuff, don't know these people. I sadly have to go back with my findings with the skeleton I found. I just found... Terry, you're not going to miss out. We're going to have a blast, whether you like it or not. Je suis désolé, je suis désolé, Emilius. Heather is like a little turtle. She likes to be shut off from the rest of the world. C'est un introverti. Fine by me. I really didn't care one way that you strangers really do behind closed doors. But I'm glad you and Miss Madison are going to the festival. Mr. Je m'appelle Lumiere. You can call me Lumiere. Lumiere. Such a pretty name. Not as pretty as me, of course, but it is pretty. Haha. Merci beaucoup, Emilius. Oh, I apologize in advance and for previously all my pronunciations. Those two seem to be getting along fine, and seeing as you're leaving me to babysit these three, I don't see why I can't buy you a souvenir, Heather. I'm relieved. Madison needed new friends anyway after she... Never mind. I'm now dead set on discovering these skeleton mysteries more than ever. Heather walks off along with a bag of bones. Okay, so they were taking stuff then. But I guess they got permission from the mayor, so all good. I sure hope the gods don't smile. I sure hope the gods don't smite you all for your disrespect of the dead. But we can get to dance under the stars tonight. Come everyone, the sun is about to set. Oswald sees Emilius get abducted by cloaked figures. Emilius? Emilius? Ah, bloody hell. Oswald follows Emilius to a sacrificial altar where the cloaked figures begin to chant. Oh no. Oh. Oh no, please. I'm too cute and adorable to die. Gods, whatever sins I've committed, forgive me for them and save me. Good lord. And now I know why this place was considered forbidden by the ancestors thousands of years ago. O gods of the tallest mountains, we offer you the most cherished community member. May he bring us a bountiful harvest this spring. O gods of the tallest mountains, please save— Oh gods of the tallest mountains, please save me. I thought I went to read as the cultists twice there. Whoops. We must stop this ritual. The fates may have destined this, but he is your fellow man. Oh, this headache again. Why now of all times? If I can get to the cultist center, I can steal the knife of him and rescue Emilius. I just have to not get caught by the other cultists. Sneak through the ritual area to get to Emilius. If one of the cultists touches Oswald, he will subdue the cultist, but after 2 encounters they will notice him. Okay. Also, I think we'll go back and do the other choice once we've gone through everything to see how other things play out. Alright, not a problem. Stealth mode. Excuse me? Hey, stop right there. Oswald lunges and steals the sacrificial knife out of the cultist's hands and frees Emilius. Oswald, were you the servant of the gods this whole time? Blast those gods, they're trying to kill you. Oh, Oswald. Here I thought you were a callous bastard. Now I know deep down you're actually quite the gentleman. He's delaying the offering to the gods. Seize them! Oswald carries Emilius as they run out of the shady alley back to the festival. Ooh, Oswald, did you and Emilius have some fun while we're gone? He doesn't like that, Madison. Emilius was almost mugged. I was almost mugged, but Oswald saved me. You strangers may be carefree and lackadaisy with some things, but you know full well how to dodge common thieves in the back alleys. Sorry if my reading's a bit weird with this one. I don't know, the font's throwing me off even though it's very normal. Thank goodness, you saved this soul with my guidance. So was Oswald warmed up to you, Millie? More like I warmed up to him. I'm very grateful he saved me from those muggers. I should investigate these cultists. It seems Emilius worships the same gods as they do, but is Emilius as devout as they are? I have a lot of questions for him when we reach the hotel room. My father is the innkeeper. Come, I'm already exhausted from the festivities. Do you want to let us join you, handsome? Yes, but only because I might get night terrors from my experience. We ordered a small bedroom, 2-bedroom suite, so if you want to rest in any of our beds, let us know. I shall, though I know I already have a room of my own in the ground floor, so if I can't make a decision, I may be handsome, but I'm also very indecisive. Looks like Madison's taking a liking to Amelius too. I don't quite follow why a fetching girl like her would take a liking to that narcissist, but hey, to each their own. Would you like to save your progress? Yes. My liege, Oswald Wilkins has made his first judgment. Good girl. You made a true hero of Oswald Wilkins last night. The Underworld is too bleak a place for such a pretty face such as that one. And I hear that Fate's ranting and raving that I was too complacent with this change. They still don't know we were behind it all. My lord, may I continue observing this party? Of course. Your mission isn't complete. The one named Gustav found his ring and has no remorse for what he's doing. He has gone mad and found his next target. I see. Is it up to Oswald Wilkins again? Yes, my child. Let's hope he can rise to action when the time comes. Ugh, that nightmare again. You still have those headaches, Oswald? I don't know why, but yes. Are you okay, Heather? You're not sounding so well yourself. I was returning to my research. The good news is, Amelius made himself good company for Madison and Lumiere. They were partying in their room all night. Oh, those three will be the death of me. Oswald, but at least no one was hurt. Yeah, God only knows what would happen if Amelius was. Teehee. You should be more proud. You changed destiny and challenged the fates. You should rest while I look outside. Maybe we could say bon voyage to Gustav. Now that he has raided the town of their jewels, he can pack his bags and go. Alright, Oswald. No sign of Gustav, but the locals said there's a raving lunatic on the loose. I should warn the others. Please do. Keep everyone together. Ugh. Damn, this headache. Oh, Oswald. I think I will do it. Do what exactly? Look at how beautiful the stars are tonight. I may not have a ring, but I still want to tell Madison how I feel. I must make my move. Amelia's already voiced he was going to sweep her off her feet if I didn't. What I lack in beauty, I make up for in honesty. Hold up, Lumiere. The locals were telling me that there's a madman on the loose. I suggest you stay in your room until he's found. Tutemos demoy? I should go tell Madison then. Are you seriously telling me I shouldn't even do that? I mean... I feel like the smart option is stay in room. We go warn people. The less people out, the better, right? Let's hope, yeah. You really should stay in your room, Lumiere. I'll ask Madison to return to the hotel room. Hell, I fancy Madison as well. Maybe she might be interested in me. Don't say that to him! Now he's not going to go back. Ah, Javois. And here I thought we were friends. I understand though. I'm probably more plain and boring because I'm a co-worker who only makes pastries. Ah. Oh, good luck from me, buddy. Madison, it's a little dangerous for a girl like you to be outside when there's a lunatic on the loose. Why, hey there, Ozzy. It's such a beautiful night, isn't it? Yes, and it's a good night to tell you how I really feel about you. Really? Really, Oswald? Okay. Really? Now? That sounds really out of the blue. That's what I thought. Don't you like spontaneity? Not really. Ozzy, I'm sure you're a swell guy, but I don't think I'm interested in you, like, at all. What? Well, isn't that what you were doing? Professing your love to me like some lover boy in one of my favorite books? The real issue is, you're not even my type. Now hold on a second. Ozzy, I figured Heather was more up to speed. You may have the brains, that's not what'll keep me warm in the middle of the night. I want a man who actually tries to be in my sunshine on a rainy day. Lumi is so sweet and super kind, and Millie may be a little full of himself, but at least he's entertaining. You though, you're kind of... drab? To put it lightly, yeah. And not only that, Heather mentioned she liked you too. I really didn't want to be that kind of little sister to her, so that's why I can't return your feelings for me. That was a lot to take in, Madison. You should really go inside right now. Alright, Ozzy. No hard feelings, right? Right. God damn it. Behold, Dr. Wilkins. Everything I touch has turned to gold. Lumiere. Oh, buddy. Your friend will fetch such a price that even the richest nobles will be challenged to pay for it. Now, let me show you how I deal with my rivals. Gustav is chasing Oswald. Move Oswald up and down to avoid the obstacles. Okay. Oh, that's not how you do that. Oh, wait, what, oh. Oh, you gotta give it a really light tap. Oswald? What's wrong? It's Gustav. He's turning people to gold in the hotel room. Let me handle him. Alrighty. Emilius picks up his scimitar and leaves. Oh my god, Emilius cuts Gustav's arm off. Ah, my hand! Serves you right. Gustav runs off. Damn. Go Emilios. Did anyone turn into gold? Just Lumiere. Lumiere? You must be lying. I'm not. Check the room if you must. Emilius runs to Lumiere's room. Oh, Lumiere. I failed to save you. But don't worry, I avenged you. So there's nothing to worry about. Didn't think Emilius was so emotionally invested in Lumiere. Shows how much I know. Emilius saved my hide. Gustav was lunging at me and Emilius saved me. Will you look over Gustav's arm to see how the ring works? Of course, Oswald. After this, the desiccated arm looks like it was once the owner of the ring. Gustav ripped the dried flesh off when pulling it, but it did work out in his favor. Our favor. The innkeeper downstairs is reporting everything to the authorities. Emilius is actually still shaken up over the whole thing. A lot has happened, hasn't it? I think we all need to go to bed. Good night, Oswald. Good night, Heather. Would you like to save your progress? Okay. My liege, Oswald Wilkins has made his second judgment. That Oswald is such a tool, breaking a young boy's heart so he can try to steal away the girl of his dreams. He won't have any problem with me seeing I have my hands full already. But he's a pastry chef from the mainland, yes? I gladly await what delicious desserts he can make for me in the afterlife. And he's so adorable, like an awkward kitten. The Lord of the Sea has his eyes set on the last trial, giving him a new bride. A new damsel in distress he can save and rule the sea with. But he is a fool, and the fates destined her to either drown or be eaten alive by the beast he is sending to catch her. Madison or Heather? You are catching on with their names, my child. His eyes were on Madison because of, I quote, her laugh is hearty and full of joy, lips like ripened fruit, eyes like the sea of life, and her hair sway like a sea anemone? And I have no idea what that word is. Always hungry. And what of Heather? The fates cursed her to be in my domain, at least for a moment, for tampering with the remains of the dead. Oswald is greeted by Heather, still in bed, and Madison looking worried. Oh, Ozzy. This whole weekend was too much. Lumiere is now a statue that won't budge. Oh, Lumiere. I thought he was going to propose to me last night. What happened? Emilius said he was mugged. He was mugged the night of the festival. But upon closer inspection last night, I saw his hands had rope burns. What really happened to Millie that night? Never mind. And now Terry is sick? She has a high fever, trouble breathing, and chest pains. Ozzy, not only is Terry not feeling well, I think I'm being watched by someone. This morning when I got up to shower, there was a shadow over me. I'm scared, Ozzy. I want to go home. I don't like this place anymore. The captain is coming in the morning. Did you call a doctor for Heather? I went downstairs and the innkeeper won't let me use the phone. I told him and he shrugged. Emilius started arguing with him in their native tongue. I think it had to do with the ruins we went to. Hey, easy now. So maybe Emilius was right and going to the ruins for excavation wasn't really a wise choice. But Heather will recover from the sickness. We had the mayor's approval and unlike Gustav, we plan to return the items to their rightful places once our research and exhibit is complete. We just have to wait till tomorrow for the captain to return. I can't wait that long. Get a hold of yourself, woman. Madison goes to bed and weeps. Heather, I'm sorry to wake you up to all that. Ugh, Oswald, this headache. Ugh, my chest. I'll try to get you some medicine. Oswald, please, take care of little Maddie for me. You're not dying on me, Heather. Tell me the symptoms so I can give her the appropriate medicine for her ailment. What symptoms did Madison say that? What symptoms did Madison say Heather has? I mean, high fever? I don't remember reflux or indigestion coming up. I don't remember those coming up. I could be wrong about this. Chest pain, yes. Ah, she has pneumonia. Make sure she has plenty of rest, and if things get worse, come back to me. I also have the medication for it. Actually, the case is severe. Please come with me. Heather wakes up and knocks on Oswald's door. Heather, what are you doing up? You're scared. I was woken up by Madison being captured by cloaked figures. I had to tell Heather the truth. I had to tell her about my people and our worship of the gods of the tallest mountains. We must save her. I don't know yet, but we can't just sit here and do nothing. Please save her. I will go to bed. I'll go that one. My headache is pounding hard, but Madison's life could be on the line. Let's go. Maybe I just need air and this is a good opportunity. Thank you, Oswald. I knew I could count on you. It's like what my father told me. A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet, and you, Oswald, proved to be a friend. Lord of the Seas, we have failed to obtain a proper harvest. It seems the fairest man in town was so beautiful, the strangers that raised our lands have been seduced and taken him away as well. I'm still here, you know. But we found a fair maiden that our visions of the Lord of the Sea wish to see. Please, gods of the tallest mountain, take her as the Lords of the Sea's loving bride. Help! Help! Damn, that same foreigners as before, though now it makes sense. Release her at once. No, for he is coming soon, and he must have her. A sea monster emerges from the water as he's about to swallow Madison, where he is stopped by Psychemis looming behind Oswald. He then turns to the party instead. I see now who is the source of the fate's outrage. Psychemis, and she is haunting Dr. Oswald Wilkins this time around. Forgive me, Cetus. I was asked to do so by the Lord of the Underworld. He deems it too early for them to all be dealt their destinies. Please, allow me to apologize to the Lord of the Seas. What's going on? Why is Cetus looking at you, Oswald? I have grown wiser since a man challenged me on my meal. And I see you two before me wishing to save this delicious morsel. The last man was armed with the head of a gorgon, and a blade that can cut me to pieces. You, however, are unarmed except with what you all have in common. Your brain. So here's my deal. I'll give you some riddles about things I see in my abode. If you answer them correctly, I shall leave this woman alone. That doesn't sound so bad. And the sea monster knows you're a scholar, Oswald. Yeah, we can agree to that deal. What paces back and forth on the ocean floor? I don't know if this is like something I should know. Like a blue crab's oddly specific. But they do kind of... I mean, a nervous wreck. Like, I'm gonna go with the crab. Oh, you're on a sailboat and you're in the middle of the ocean. The boat has 4 boards on the side that are 2 feet wide each. If the water levels rises 4 feet, which board will the water reach? Oh my god, I'm so sorry about my reading today. I don't know why this font's throwing me off. It's weird. Let me read that again. You are on a sailboat and you're in the middle of the ocean. The boat has 4 boards on the side that are 2 feet wide each. If the water level rises 4 feet, which board will the water reach? What? I mean, what's the width to do with anything? Same because the boat floats? I assume? Because, like, it says width, not height. So even if it was, like, the other way, yeah. Correct. Why don't you see seagulls by the bay? They would be bay gulls? The lighthouse is too bright? Sailors keep shooting them away? Is this like a reference to something? Some of these answers feel reference-ish, but I'm not familiar. Kinda want to go with the pun. I mean, is that a factor for seagulls? Like, brightness? I'm gonna go sailors keep shooting them away. Ah. You weren't as bright as I hoped. Pat Madison will enjoy and dip in the pool. Ah. Cestus eats medicine before sinking in the water again. You see, now the gods are satisfied. May we have fish? Oh no! Heather weakly dives in the water but doesn't come back up. Heather! Heather! God damn it! You wish to save her, don't you? Yes, where must I go? Jump in the water and we may go to the Underworld after her. Oswald jumps in the water. Would you like to... What? Oh, don't tell me we're stuck. That's gonna just keep doing that, I think. Maybe if we get to the save menu, it'll go away. Because this kept being like this, I'm pretty sure I just overwrote our last save. Alright, I had to reload. We're just gonna have to hope for the best. I'm hoping it's here. Okay, yeah, I think that got overwritten, unfortunately. Although on a plus... Actually, that might be a good thing. Because that should be after the loading of that file. We're here. Follow me. Oswald walks with Psychemis down a hallway until he meets the Lord of the Underworld. Ah, Dr. Wilkins, we meet at last. Come, make yourself comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Tell me where Heather is at once. Take it easy, take it easy. First I must judge you on how truly heroic you are. I can allow you to save her only if you made all the right decisions. The souls of Emilius, Lumiere, and Madison show up, and they cross their arms impatiently. He's no hero. I don't remember him saving me. He's no different than any other greedy man from the mainland. Wait, what? We did save you. What? What are you talking about? I'm still hurt by his actions. To try and steal a girl away from me, veiling out the intention of saving me, all it did was turn me colder than stone. Well, that's true with Lumiere, but I feel like it was kind of dodgy because I feel like it seems so random. Like, I thought that choice was meant to be legitimate, but then he turns it around, so... He's also not the brightest tool in the shed, I can give you that. I bet you he was thinking about going back home with all the glory. He's a real heartbreaker for sure. What? Ahaha, what a way to go. Because of your actions, I believe there is one but fate I can give you. Oswald was sent to a room full of nothing but gold. Emilius? Lumiere? Madison? Oswald looks around. Heather? Oswald looks over at the golden table and weeps. Okay. I guess we got the bad end, but I don't quite know. That was weird. We did save Emilio, so I don't know. I think we're gonna have to go back from the original save. I mean, I do want to try and get those questions right. But this is... I really wish... I said in the last, the first video, like, I normally ignore games that are only in the browser. But, sorry, I'm trying not to get negative here, just, you know, I've had multiple issues throughout this. I do like it, like, don't get me wrong, and we will continue and try and figure this stuff out. The one thing I don't really find, it's not really a horror game so far. Interesting game, though. But, alright, let's, we'll start by going back here. I'll make the same choices, and then I'll meet you guys back when we're answering those questions. Okay, I made all the same choices as last time, and hopefully we can get these right. I will go back again after this to do the other choices to see how things turn out. So, a blue crab, a nervous wreck, an octopus trying to hide. A nervous wreck, that's it, like, I assume the puns aren't correct. Wait, what? It's the pun? You're in the sailboat and you're in the middle of the ocean. Well, yeah, so... I didn't think the pun would be right. Is it the pun? It's the pun. Very good. However, I still need a bite to eat. How about you? Cetus grabs and swallows Heather whole before submerging itself back in the water. Terry! That went differently. Nonetheless, the gods will bless us with fish soon. I just know it. What about the offered sacrifice? We'll get her out of the chains. A bit weird as we never did this before. Ah! Let me get her down. You fools have done enough. Allow me. I can console her as well. Oswald and Emilios lift Madison out of the restraints. Madison hugs Emilios. Heather, no! Oh, Madison. If only I knew what to do. Madison, I can't be forgiven for not saving her. I'm wounded as well for you. He was too fast for you. Don't beat yourself up for it, but I can't go on like this. There must be some way we can still save her. You can. Who are you? I can guide you to the Underworld. You can change destiny one last time if you can pass my Lord's judgment. The Lord of the Underworld? So the legends are true? The Underworld and the Lord who rules over it, they're all real? Does that upset you? Somewhat. I admit I have not been the best person up to this point. Do not worry, you have time to change your ways. Please, I want to save my sister too. If I can do so, I want to go with Oswald. The one known as Oswald is the only one I am allowed to guide. I hope he passes his judgment, for when he does, you'll be reunited with the one called Heather. Oh, Terry. Are you ready to go, Oswald? Alright, what must I do? Take my hand. Oswald does everything he can. Oswald does as everything around him warps and disappears. Oh, okay, we didn't get a bug that time. We're here, follow me. Ah, Dr. Wilkins, we made it last. Come, make yourself comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Tell me where Heather is at once. Take it easy, take it easy. First I must judge on how truly heroic you are. I can allow you to save her only if you made all the right decisions. The soul of Lumiere just stares at Oswald with a boiling rage silently. Lumiere, listen, Yeah, I think it bugged out because I think loading sort of didn't load the choices or something last time. I couldn't... Why? Why won't you say anything? Oh. Okay. That was kind of that one felt more abrupt. Oh, alright. I guess that's another ending, maybe? Okay. Yeah, so it seems like loading doesn't hold the choices properly. So I guess I'll load our first save again. We'll go through all the same, and I'll meet you guys at the questions where we can get them all right. Then after that, we'll go back again and make sure we make the right choice for Lumiere. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, now we can get them all correct, I assume. A nervous wreck? Same. Wait, what? I think I accidentally hit space. Ah. One sec. Okay, we're back here again. I had to go from the first save. Okay, a nervous wreck. Same. Wait, what? Okay, I checked my recording. I'm not really sure what's happened there because there was only 2 questions. They said correct. Then he went straight to still need a bite to eat thing. So maybe you actually only have to get 2 correct and they don't do the 3rd if you get 2 right? So this is just going to go the same then. Ah, okay. I assumed because like the first time when we got 2 right, it was a better ending, but someone still got taken, so I assumed 3 would be something else. So yeah, I guess this is just going to go through the same ending then. Alright, I'll go back to the first save and we'll check out some of the other choices. Alright, so for this one, we'll start out, we're not going to go to the festival. And I think there's one other one, we can do the other, and then we'll go for the good ending. Sorry, I'm not feeling so well. I should retreat to the hotel and rest. I'm afraid I can't go either. I need to observe my findings with the skeleton. I found an interesting discovery I want to tell the world about. Sorry, Millie, just Lumi and me then. But don't worry, I'm sure people are going to love you tonight. Oui, you're definitely going to be a spectacle. Je polevor maintenant. Aha, at least you two can admire how stunning I'll be. Emilios is captured by the cultists during the festival. Camillus is fully transformed from man to a beautiful magnolia tree that smells oddly of camellias and roses. A shame. He produced nothing that can bear us fruit to eat. We should continue our search next year. Would you like to save? I guess so. My liege, Oswald Wilkins has made his first judgment. Such a shame, but at least I can appreciate this beautiful soul before me. It may not please my wife or my late mistress, but I bet this boy's dance for me would be more beautiful among the dead. The fates are at least happy no one interfered with his untimely demise. My lord, may I continue observing this party? I was returning to my research when Madison asked me if I'd seen Emilius come back. I shook my head as she and Lumiere were both heartbroken by the whole thing. Oh, Oswald, I'm terribly exhausted from it all. You should rest while I look outside. Maybe we can say bon voyage to Gustave. Okay, we're up to this choice again. I think we'll stick with our same one. We'll do the other when we're going to go for the good ending. Because I'm curious, like, because Emilius won't be there after this, so we'll see what happens. Gustave lunged at me and I had to defend myself using Emilio's blade. Will you look over Gustave's arm to see how the ring works? Of course, Oswald. After all, this deck... Oh yeah, so I guess it's just the same. But we didn't actually get to see the chop or... Yeah. Alright. Yeah, okay. Lord of the Seas, we have failed to obtain a proper harvest. But we found a fair maiden that our vision of the Lord of the Sea wishes to see. Please, gods of the tallest mountain, take her as the Lord of the Sea's loving bride. Help! Help! Damn, same foreigner as before. But now it makes sense. Release her at once. No, for he's coming soon, and he must have her. Okay, nervous wreck. Same. Very good. However, I still need a bite to eat. How about you? I can only allow you to save her if you made all the right decisions. Oh no, you think you'll forget about us and steal Madison away from us? Emilius, it isn't like that. It is like that. Why else did you try to propose to her? Jevois, he can't steal Madison from any other man. He can go back up there for all I care, but he's never going to see Madison. So he's chosen your fate, huh? Very well. Oh, Jesus. So that's what happens if you don't save Emilio. That's brutal. A couple years later. Where are we going next, handsome? Sicily, my dear. After that, Granada. I know you love the Mediterranean despite the fact it took your previous lovers and your sweet sister, but I'm not afraid of a little danger, especially with you by my side. Oh, you made me feel like the luckiest girl alive. Anything for my precious Aphrodite, haha. Okay, I didn't expect that ending. Oh, that was different. That was definitely different. Yeah, alright. I guess we'll go for the good ending now. Okay, this time, propose to Madison. I think you should propose to Madison, but at least bring her back inside afterwards. Like I said, there's a lunatic on the prowl. He might nab you two and eat you both. Ah, Jevois. You were just looking out for me. Merci, Merci beaucoup, Oswald. Quite the shame you're going to ask for a hand tonight. I was actually about to do the same. Attends, Romain? I jest. Once you get back in the hotel room, I'll tell Heather the good news. Très bien, I'll be right back. Lumiere runs outside. God damn it. You did the right thing, but the night isn't over yet. Oswald goes to Heather's room. Heather, Lumiere just told me he was planning to propose to Madison tonight. Good for him, they were made for each other. As long as their boss back home doesn't cause a fuss about it, they'll be a perfect couple. What about Emilius, though? Emilius? That guy's a real Casanova. He's definitely handsome, so you'll find somebody else later, naturally. Well, I should go back to bed. Oh, that's not good. Monsieur Gustave, get away! Gustave, god damn it! Oswald runs outside. Ah, Dr. Wilkins, we meet again. I found these lovers in such a picturesque pose, but they refuse to stay put. We saw you turn a plant into gold. Of course we aren't staying put. You lay a finger on her and you're dead. Oh, I can't wait to see what the highest bidder will do with you once they see a figure made out in beautiful gold. You two, get inside now. Dr. Wilkins, I'll make an example of you. No one interrupts my process. Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta chase again. Where's Emilios at? We could really use the scimitar. All good. Lumiere, Madison. You look like you've seen a ghost. What happened? Ah, yes. Another full party to turn to gold. Oh, for fuck's sake. Emilios equips the scimitar. Boom. And cuts Gustav's arm off. Ah! This is why my father told me not to touch the jewels in the runes. Greed makes a man forget his senses. Let's hope you snap back to them. I'll tell the university about this, Oswald. This place is cursed, I tell you. Cursed. Well, this got a little awkward. Sorry for the bloodshed, but it had to be done. Agreed. I picked up Gustav's hand. Looks like his ring has some peculiar properties that might be looked into. Gustav's hand? Oh, how did that happen? Gustav was chasing Lumiere and Madison like a mad animal. Emilius came to the rescue, though. Will you look over Gustav's arm to see how the ring works? Of course, Oswald. After all, this desecrated arm looks like it was once the owner of the ring. Gustav ripped the dried flesh off it when pulling it, but did work out in our favour. My liege, Oswald Wilkin has made his second judgment. Très bien, as the pastry chef would say, and soon he will marry such a beautiful girl as well. Things are looking up. The fates are trying to determine who changed their destiny. I'll keep mum around them, but I cannot thank you enough for your work, my dear girl. Why do I feel so happy? I feel something bubbling up. Eh, thank you, my lord. The Lord of the Sea has set his eyes on the last trial, giving him a new bride, a new damsel in distress he can save and rule the sea with. But he's a fool that the fates destined her to either drown or be eaten alive by a beast he is sending to catch her. Madison or Heather? You are catching on with their names, my child. His eyes were on Madison because, and I quote, her laugh is hearty and full of joy, lips like ripened fruit, eyes like sea of life, and hair sways like a sea, I don't remember how to say that word. Always hungry. And what of Heather? The fates cursed her to be in my domain, at least for a moment, for tampering with the remains of the dead. I was woken up by Madison being captured by cloaked figures. I heard whispers around town that she was next to offer to the gods. Emilius explained she was offered to the Lord of the Sea so fish would be bountiful. We must save her. I don't know how yet, but we can't just sit here and do nothing. Merci beaucoup, Oswald. I can never say that enough for helping me save Madison. I hope to be as brave and heroic as you. Madison! Lumiere? Lumi? Oh, thank God you came to save me, Lumi. Damn, same foreign as before. Release her at once. No, Free is coming soon. Alright, we have a nervous wreck. We have same. Correct. Very good. However, I still need a bite to eat. How about you? Non, Carrie. Oswald, Emilius, and Lumiere lift Madison out of the restraints. Madison hugs Lumiere. Madison, cry as much as you need to. I felt powerless as well. I regret teasing her over her love for her archaeological digs, and her getting all giddy over fossils. Now she's no longer here and it's all over for me. I shouldn't have come on this trip at all. There must be some way we can still save her. Well, est mignon? What is your name? Psychemis, but I cannot delve further as I must usher the one known as Oswald to meet with the Lord of the Underworld himself. Please, I want to save my sister too. If I can do so, I want to go with Oswald. We're here. Follow me. Oswald walks with Psychemis down a hallway until he meets the Lord of the Underworld. Ah, Dr. Wilkins. We meet at last. Come make yourself comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Tell me where Heather is, at once. Take it easy, take it easy. First I must judge you on how truly heroic you are. I can allow you to save her only if you made all the right decisions. Good girl, Psychemis. I don't see anyone else here. That means Dr. Oswald Wilkins is a true hero. Wait, what does that mean? You are prepared to take the final trial, Oswald. This means leaving the Underworld with your prize, Heather's soul, and never looking back. Never looking back? It was the trial of a hero who once took his path. If you look back, Heather will return to the Underworld. Oh, I see. Will you accept this trial? Yes. Very good. Now remember, the trial starts when you start moving down this hallway. If you fail your task, you're on your own. Heather appears and hugs Oswald. Oswald, oh thank goodness you're alright. Heather, oh at long last. We have a trial we need to pass. It should be easy. All we have to do is go through this hallway. And not look back, right? How did you know that, Heather? Oh, Oswald, you remember the paintings, right? Wait a minute, all those paintings? They were all a prophecy, weren't they? I can tell you about them when we get back to the living world. Come on, Madison and the others must be waiting. Answer at least 3 questions correctly. If you get 3 questions wrong, Oswald will get distracted and turn around. Who was the fair child who turned into a flower bush as a curse from the gods for admiring his own beauty? Oh god. Was that in the things? Because this is, I don't know this stuff. I would assume Narcissus, because of the name. Who was the nymph Apollo tried to seduce only to turn into a tree by the river she was bathing in? Daphne, maybe? That's like the name that, like, I feel like I would... These don't sound as familiar. Oh, okay, good. Who was the king with the golden thumb? Midas? Oh! We made it! The two pop out from a cave where they notice the boat in the middle of town. Madison and the others must be waiting for us down there. Let's go! They run down the hill where they see a giant olive tree in the middle of town that people are dancing around. They reach the harbour. Terry, Ozzy! Oh god, think you're alright. We had to make but one request. Madison and Lumiere hug Emilios. Can we take him with us? He saved us and everything, and we didn't even have time to get a souvenir of our own. I'm not a souvenir, but I must ask, is it because I'm the most beautiful man in town? Haha, oui, but also it is because Madison had a condition for asking for her hand. It was if you can be at the wedding, handsome. Oppa! Well, that was fast. Well, at least they're making sure we're entertained. And since it's Emilios, then they don't want their wedding to be drab and dull like the ruins we all found trouble in. One last thing, Heather. Where in the world is Gustav? Beats me, but who needs him? We have to report our findings to the university. The Fates are upset and know that they are looking for the culprit, and now they are looking for the culprit. But I'm happy we were able to save some lives from landing yesterday. Hades, I mean. Finally, you addressed me casually. I am relieved, little one. For that, I want to read you another tale before you lay your weary head to rest. Of course, my liege. What is it you want to tell the story of? It's a longer tale about a fox and a hound. Oh, well, there we go. That was the good ending. I think, yeah, I guess that is it for Psychemis, the Forbidden Archipelago. And I did really like this. I think I got a bit thrown off because of it being a browser-based game. Because you get those weird loading things, and it also, I believe, that was one of the reasons that when I had to refresh the page and load the game, even though it loaded, the choices didn't work correctly. And there were a couple of other issues I didn't mention, but yeah, so I do really wish there was a download version. That threw me off a bit. But any of that aside, I really did like it. The only thing that does stand out to me is I don't really feel like this was a horror game. Like, I really didn't get that impression. It's like more of a... I almost call it like a mystery or something. Because yeah, I don't know. I don't really get the impression of this being a horror game. I'm still glad I played it, don't get me wrong. Just wasn't what I was expecting a part of a horror game jam. But yeah, it was good. I did think it was a little weird that, like, in the one where Emilios was killed, I guess, killed or turned into whatever, a tree, it seems like they kind of just forgot about him. Like, they still mentioned him being gone, but then afterwards they kind of just didn't talk about him again, like, which seemed a little odd. Yeah, I don't know, there's definitely some things I feel like I could pick at, but overall, I did enjoy it. I did feel like some of the characters could have sounded a little more... I don't know if this was just a me thing, because I feel like some of the characters, reading them felt a bit too similar. Obviously, that Lumiere stood out more, but I felt like the way some of them talked were a bit too similar, but again, I don't know if that was just me. Also, I apologize again for my reading on this one. I I don't know why I was having so much trouble with some of it. That's a me issue, not a game issue. Some fonts I just find hard to read aloud in a consistent way. I don't know what it is. And it was a really normal looking font, so yeah, that's definitely on me on that one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could ramble a lot about this one. I liked it, but there's definitely things I could pick at. Not to imply there's a lot of issues, just... I don't know, I feel like it could almost be something that would do better being larger. It would be good to see things more fleshed out a bit. But it is a Game Jam one, which they're always, you know, quite limited. And yeah, I guess I do wish there was a bit more on the, like, RPG Maker feeling side of it. Although you can obviously do visual novels in RPG Maker. But I guess I always associate it more with the 2D walking around kind of stuff, which was only those tiny bits of that. Which again, that's not a bad thing necessarily. But yeah, it is far more a visual novel, you'd say. Which I do enjoy those, but I guess I wasn't going in expecting that. I don't know, I'm a little mixed on a few things, I guess. But I did overall enjoy it. I think it was honestly the browser-based stuff that kind of threw me off, and yeah, I had to reload quite a few times. I didn't mention everything that happened, because yeah, I don't know what I'll cut out of that, but yeah, what wasn't major hassles, just yeah. I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm sort of been in my head about this one for some reason. But it was good though. I really would like to see an expanded version, I think though. I think there's so much here that could have been fleshed out. And obviously still, you know, factoring it's a Game Jam game, so there's limitations. But if they expand it in the future, I feel like they could be really good. Didn't expect the ending where the birds were eating our stomach. That was yeah, not good. Yeah, I think I'm just going to say thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please do let me know what you think of this one. I don't know, I want my, I don't know, I either want to be validated or not validated on what I'm thinking. I don't know. I feel like the more I think about it, the more I could pick at things, but overall I did enjoy the experience, and yeah, I don't know, sorry, I'm repeating myself a bit. I said I'm a bit in my head with this one for some reason, and I got a bit thrown off with the issues, which, yeah. There was a couple little bugs with like characters overlapping and stuff, but you know, that's no big deal. But yeah, I do like the setup. I like the setting of it all. But yeah, I think honestly, yeah, an expanded version that included more like actually walking around with the 2D sprites and stuff, I really think that would tie it all together really well. Yeah, but this is game 2 of 11, so quite a few to go. I'm looking forward to them. The rest of them are not browser based. That makes me happy. I always get thrown off by those. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Overall, definitely positive experience. Definitely glad I played it. Please do let me know what you think. I would appreciate it in particular with this one. Otherwise, yeah, just I really hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in something else soon. Bye bye.